Hello guys, today I'm going to show you how to knit without knitting with a Tunisian knit stitch, and we're going to knit this absolutely very adorable and cute sock. So for starters, we're going to chain 9. And now that we have our 9 chains, notice that I'm still using a crochet hook. We're not using any knitting needles or anything like that. We're just going to do a quote-unquote crochet stitch that simulates a knitting stitch. So we're going to work onto the back of our row. So notice that we have these bumps on the back, and we're going to work onto those. The stitch that we have on our hook counts as 1, and we're going to skip that very first bump, and we're going straight to the next one. So we insert our hook, we yarn over, pull, and always keeping our stitches in our hook. And we do this all the way down our row. And with all 9 stitches on our hook, we're going to chain 1 onto the very last stitch. We're doing a return pass. So for this Tunisian knit stitch, we go forwards and we go backwards on the same orientation, so we don't actually turn our work like we would on a traditional crochet or knitting. So chaining 1 onto the very last stitch, and we grab our yarn and we pull through pairs. So pull through 2, grab our yarn, and we pull through 2, grab our yarn, and we continue to pull through 2 of the stitches in our hook. And here is where we get into the meat of our burger. We're going to work onto our previous row, and we're going to insert our hook. As you can see, if you turn your work just slightly, you can see that the stitch forms kind of like a U. So you can see, like, this is the front part, this is the back part, and we want to insert our hook right smack in the middle of those stitches. So we're going to insert our hook, yarn over, and we pull, always keeping our stitches within our hook. And again, always smack in the middle. And as you can see, the bees start to form for the knitting stitch. So we continue 1 more time, so 5 times in our second row. Then we're going to introduce our second and last color. So instead of yarning over with our background color, we're just going to insert our hook like we've been doing, and we yarn over with our red yarn or whichever color yarn you have, and we continue with 2 stitches of this color yarn. Drop our color, we move on with our background color, 2 more stitches, and for our very last stitch, we want to make sure you catch both of those strings of yarn, and we pull. And for our return pass, we always chain 1 onto the very last stitch, pull through 2, and we stop whenever we have 2 colors in our hook. So in this case, we're going to drop our background color and pick up our red and pull through 2 and pull through 2. Then since we have a different color, since we have 2 colors on our hook, we always use that second color. And we pull through pairs. And we continue with our next row. 4 of this background color, 1 red, and then 2 background color stitches, another red, and our very last stitch is background color. Always chain 1, color change, another color change, our final color change, and then the rest are this background color. And notice how we start to see those bees forming that are very particular to knitting. So I'm going to do one more row with you guys. So 3 of this background color, 1 red, 1 background color, another red, 1 background color, another red, and finally 1 more background color. And of course, down below, I'm going to leave you with the Pinterest pin that I'm following, with the knitting chart that I'm actually looking up to for this pattern. Or of course, you can always take a screenshot, pause this video and take a screenshot of the knitting chart. And of course, this is just only a swatch, a demonstration. You can do this for bigger projects and you just, shape them and you accommodate them however you would like. And I hope you liked it.